Hey guys, and welcome back to the episodes of Talks with Shanice. I am Coach Shanice, and before we get started, I just wanted to talk to you guys about how I said that the next video would be me doing yoga poses with you guys, but today we're not going to do that. I decided to do something totally different, which is to go over self-love. I decided to go over self-love because last week with my team we discussed how important self-love was and the importance of it, and I felt like talking to you guys about self-love would give you some tips on it, and I just feel like it's very important and it contributes to your everyday life. And yeah, we're about to get started. So the question of the day would be, well, what is self-love? And to answer your question, self-love means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing yourself to please others. Self-love is appreciating yourself, supporting yourself physically and spiritually. And just to get on self-love is actually a big problem in the community. 85% of the people in the world has struggled with self-love and self-esteem. So that's really why I want to talk to you guys, because a big percent of humans have trouble with self-love. Self-love is very important. It is important because it influences you to do a lot in life. For example, self-love influences you to have positive relationships with people, how you go towards interacting with people, and the way that you treat people. Self-love is not just something that you can get from, I want to say, buying new things like makeup or new clothes. Even though those things might feel good and satisfy you, you cannot grow into self-love throughout these things or these activities. Self-loves come within. I have learned that self-love is not just about feeling good. It's not just about looking good. It is about appreciating yourself and focusing on yourself. And when I say focusing on yourself, I mean focusing on yourself and yourself only, not giving up your time to satisfy others. One thing about me personally, I feel like I have a huge problem of putting others before myself, but I don't technically think that that is a bad thing to do, because I actually do get enjoyment from helping others and being able to please others. But I know that sometimes I should not make myself so available for other people, and I should make time for myself. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who could relate to me with that, but yeah. Saying no is a major step to achieving the self-love goal. Now, when I say no, I mean saying no to others is actually saying yes to yourself. Every time that you get to say no is an act of saying yes to yourself. When you are saying yes to yourself, it means that you're saying yes to how you want to, go about your day. You want to get some rest. You are saying no to things that will stress you out. You are saying no to things that will give you negative energy, and saying yes to things that will give you the positive energy that you need to go throughout of your day. I know that sometimes it could be hard to say no, but you just have to think about it. Like, you don't have to say yes every single time. Saying no is okay, and I feel like eventually that person that you say no to will understand it and will eventually get over it. And I feel like if anyone has a problem with not accepting that you are saying no and that you are putting yourself first before you put them first, they do not respect boundaries, and that person is just not for you. I know I'm not the only person who has this problem of telling people no. Sometimes, even when you do not want to do certain things, like I want to say, like, go out and hang out with people because your social media is at a complete zero, but they keep begging you, so eventually you cave in and say yes, but in reality you should have said no. I'm that person. I don't know, I just feel like sometimes I want to go out, but then sometimes I don't want to go out. But I mean, hey, I'm still working on myself just like anyone else. But saying no to other people can actually bring you closer to yourself. It's not that you're being mean. It's not that you're going to say no all the time, but it's just sometimes, you have to take that personal space for yourself and make sure that you are okay before you make sure that others are okay. And it's not like you have to say no all the time, but you don't have to say yes all the time either. It is okay to still give your time and energy to people, but I just say this saying that you should make sure that you fill your cup first before you fill anyone else's cup Just make sure that you prioritize yourself first. And make sure you are being present with yourself before you are being present with other people. There are many different ways that you are able to practice self-love, but I am going to list 10 things that stood out to me and that work best for me practicing self-love. And step 1 would be to become self-aware of your well-being and what you need. Not tolerating any extraness, just focusing on yourself. 2 would be starting each day telling yourself something positive, like you're going to have a great day or that you look beautiful. Step 3 would be making a list of your strengths and weaknesses. Those are something that everyone needs to focus on so they can, better themselves. 4 would be learning self-care. Be mindful of your health, such as exercising, sleep, and eating. Making sure that you eat and stay hydrated. Make sure you get more than one meal a day. I know that I'm struggling with that on my own, but it's important you're supposed to get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Make sure you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And 5 would be, establishing boundaries, like I mentioned before, setting limits and activities to do for yourself. And 6 would be, this is really important, and I feel like this is seriously important, so listen up. 6 is to let go and to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you have made. Forgive yourself for the negativity and the bad decisions that you have made. It is important that you heal from all of the pain and the suffering that you have endured. Grow from that and move forward. Stop beating yourself up about bad things that have happened to you. It's no way that you can move forward if you keep on hanging on to the past. Make sure that you heal. That's the only way that you're able to move forward. After that, you would honestly, 7, which is to start embracing things that others would consider to be different. Different is cool. If you're different, embrace it. And people who make fun of you for being different are jealous because they're not different and that they are squares. But seriously, embrace your differentness. 8 would be to make sure that you live for you and know that you have a purpose in life. I put it exactly like that because I know that I have some friends who have been dealing with, suicidal issues, depression, and I just want them to know that they are, they have a purpose in life and that their time is not up yet, and to not, give up. Don't give up at all. Understand that you are loved and that you need to just take time for yourself. Making sure that you are being real with yourself. No one is, it's okay not to be sad every day or, happy every day. No one, can be happy every day. You are allowed to have emotions, and you are allowed to, have those certain breakdowns. It's just after you show those emotions and after you go through those breakdowns, it's very important that you pick yourself back up and you don't stay so sad for so long. 9 would be to just sit and, have a day specifically for yourself. Make sure that you dedicate that day to yourself, doing something that you enjoy, things such as watching TVs, doing puzzles, sleeping, playing video games. Do whatever, that can keep you happy, keep you sane. And most importantly, 10 would be to, stop comparing yourself to others. You're one of a kind. I believe that you should do anything you want to do. No one is like you. You are your own person, and everybody has their own struggles. Everybody has their own story. It's important that you, overcome that, and you just, not focus on the next person. Focus on yourself, because when you focus on the next person, you are, blocking, and you're not doing things for yourself. You're trying to keep up with that person. So, for example, that person could be amazing at doing something, but you think that person is amazing at doing something, so you need to take that route and not your own route. Don't follow that person, because that person could be going to something that's totally not for you. Follow your passion in your lane. Stay in your lane. Don't bother off drifting into someone else's lane, because that lane is not for you. I hope that I was able to give you a few tips on self-love and how you can actually start to practice it and become, more in love within yourself. But yeah, that's it. Well, until next time, Coach Shanice out.